Hey guys, welcome back to Tarot by Cherie. How are my beautiful lights doing today? All right, we're going to get started on today's reading right away and see what uplifting, beautiful messages Spirit may have for us. Nice, that's uplifting. First card is the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, guys, you're having some kind of, this is about a new beginning, all right, a new start next to the new beginning. This is like a complete 180 is coming into play for you, okay? So those of you who have been feeling, like things are taking forever to get moving, things aren't moving at all, you're sitting there looking at your bank account, waiting for it to grow some, and it's just not there. It's not where you want it to be, and you're feeling defensive, okay? There's a 180 that's about to happen for you, okay? So we're talking about newness and changes up and coming. Guys, what if I told you that 5D is going to be a place where you actually get gifted? Remember I was telling you guys, do something kind and see if that check shows up in your mailbox. See if something pops into your bank account, an unexpected something. Remember I told you guys that? All right, so that was my intuition, but now it's becoming a real fact that when you help your community, when you do something nice for someone, there's going to be an app that a person can go on that app and say, so-and-so did this really nice thing for me. And you will have money in your bank account because of that. So we're going into a world of kindness. That kindness is going to pay. Now think about that for a second. All of you. All right. Those of you who know what the debt clock is, go on that debt clock and on your computer, and to the right top hand corner, click on that secret window that appeared about a year and a half ago maybe, and look at what pops up in front of you. It says an incentive-based society coming soon. 0 income tax, 0 property tax, 0 gains tax. All right, and this is just a very small token of what is to come. Guys, when I tell you unbelievable stuff is coming, get ready. Just get ready, okay? All right, so let's continue. I'm seeing the Strength card here. Okay, in the middle, we have this King of Pentacles, all right? The King of Pentacles is somebody who's a very hard worker, okay? You seem to have some type of abundance around you. You've collected a lot of money through your work, through your experience, through your drive, I want to say. You're also very creative, and I see that there's 2 other masculines who work in tandem with you. So I see that this is like family or something. Maybe you have 2 sons, and I see that this, whatever this is, it binds you together. It feels like maybe you're in business together. All right, it keeps you guys strong, it keeps you close, it keeps you bound together. And if this is you, kindly comment below the video. All right, I'm picking up on some very happy moments coming in for Aquarius. These moments are going to show up after a break. Okay, so I'm seeing a break. I'm seeing this comes after a time of you going through something, feeling ignored, maybe by a person. Maybe the last relationship you had was hurtful. It turned out to be very painful and hurtful. And you're taking a break from that, okay? Taking a break from love. I see that something or someone is going to come in for you and change everything. So this person is going to bring in a lot of happiness, a lot of encouragement, a lot of laughter, and all around good times, all around a good energy, okay? So here we have the King of Wands next to balance This balance card is in between you and this other person. Okay, so I feel like you're very focused on one another. This could be a relationship. It doesn't have to be a new relationship, but kind of feels that way to me. All right, you're looking for the right balance. You want this to last. And you are focused on each other's happiness. Isn't this what we just talked about? This is what's going to make things work for you guys from now on. So listen carefully in your relationships. First, you want to find somebody who is like-minded, all right? If you enjoy making someone else happy and seeing them smile because of a little thing you did for them, you want to find somebody who thinks the same way and wants to do the same for you. Do you understand where I'm going with this? Okay, so wanting to do kind things for each other, and that's key. You want to find somebody who wants to, enjoys putting a smile on your face. That's key. That means you're vibrating on the same level. All right, once you find that person, the key to keeping this together and keeping it happy and feeling fulfilled with one another is to continue to just be kind. Just like our future is going to look as far as doing kind things for your neighbor, your community, a family member. There's all kinds of things that are being put together right now behind the scenes that are going to be an incentive for you to continue doing kind things. And it is financial. I don't think it's all going to be financial, but you are going to be, this is how you're going to make money in the future, guys. It's not really going to be work related. Yeah. Is this cool or what? So I'm seeing this 10 of Pentacles here. This is how it's going to work. And they wanted me to tell you about this today. So you're going to have it all, okay? Because you're going to be doing kind things. The money's going to keep rolling in. We're going to receive monthly dividends ultimately, eventually, right? Not too far off, all right? And that first one is coming in around the 4th of July, all right? They want to make the 4th of July a big boom, a big, Independence Day. They're calling it our second Independence Day because on this day, we are truly going to be free of probably the income tax, the property tax, and the gains tax if you're a business, okay? I think that's what gains tax is. But all in all, this is plastered all over the debt clock. And what the debt clock is, guys, if you're wondering, it's a clock that shows running numbers of unemployment, our debt, right, as a country. It shows basically a breakdown, the prices of silver and gold against the dollar, all kinds of numbers like that. It's a serious thing. It's not a joke, but the fact that they're putting these messages, and you're seeing the podcasters, you're seeing these messages everywhere, right? You're seeing podcasters talking about the money coming in. You are seeing people that are, prophets, so-called prophets anyway, talking about it. So, yeah, you're seeing all this stuff and you're hearing about it, right? And wondering, is this true or is it a bunch of crap? Because I've been hearing this for a while, all right? Just know that this is tied in with a war. We had to get rid of all the people who were going to possibly be able to take that away from us once it was given, right? Makes sense? All right, let's continue. All right, but this 10 of Pentacles, everything's going to come together, and I've been saying that for a long time, that this is the card of culmination, all your dreams, your wishes, in everything, love, money, right? And now it's making sense. It's making complete sense. So we have the Sun here. We have the Tower and chaos, the card of chaos here. You know what? I'm going to change this. This is in the middle. This is what you're focusing on in the very near future. okay, after we finish going through a transition that we're in now. This transitioning period, guys, what you're doing is you're absorbing energy to raise your frequency so your frequency matches the fifth dimension. You are moving into, we are in the fourth dimension now, by the way. I had to figure it out. Why is no one talking about the fourth dimension? All right, because we're in it. All right, so moving into the fifth, we're transitioning now. All right, but what this is saying with this Seven of Cups in the middle, it's not chaos, it's variety. Okay, so you are going to have, you're going from this to this. Okay, and this tower moment, when we think back, when we move into the fifth dimension with all these different beautiful things coming in and the Star Trek kind of life, unbelievable things are coming, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I've always held back because I was afraid of losing some of you, thinking I was nuts, crazy. But we've got these air taxis they're already made, they're already out, and I think New York is testing them now. These are like the size of a car. They're little one person taxis that are going to be cutting through a lot of the traffic problems, right? We have like cool things. We now have, we might have had this before, but I've never heard of it up until now. It's an apparatus that makes water out of air, okay? And it's clean water. Even if your air is not clean, it cleans it. It's amazing. All right, so here I'm seeing again, this is variety after this long time of going through this tower. It's like one big tower moment, right? One big tower moment. I mean, you know, something good happens and then we're trying hard to focus on that because 10 negative things happen in the interim, right? 10 more bills came in. You know, we got one check and 10 bills. All right. But the sun is here now. The sun is here for you. The sun is opening doors, opening windows, allowing you to finally take a breath. And when this money starts coming in on a steady basis, it's called universal high income, you'll be able to stop working if you want to. You have to be over a certain age, all right? People that are going to be, there's some people that are still going to need to work until, not till you're old though. You'll be getting off of, and you won't have to work as much. I'm hearing things about 4-day work weeks, not 8-hour days, maybe 20 hours a week, stuff like that. All right. It's all about us going into this golden age, enjoying our lives, which this is how it was meant to be doing whatever we want to do that makes us happy, being creative, doing a garden, tending to our pets, having enough time to spend with our families, and you know, having enough time to help the neighbor with something that is going to bring in, I mean, not that we're expecting that, but that's how we're going to make money. Okay, I'm very excited, guys, as you can tell. All right, I'm seeing something very positive regarding money, regarding work. This is going to be something new coming in, all right, regarding, okay, so if you guys are out looking for a job right now, this is a great omen. All right, the job market's getting better. So this is a great omen, right? You have this new start next to the work card. This Eight of Pentacles is, you know, you being hard at work, your work ethic. And right now, unfortunately, we need to keep working until things start coming in. So I'm seeing some kind of, the hangman tells us we're not really stuck, guys. Okay, we're telling ourselves we're stuck. So it's time to walk away. It's time to really hit that refresh button and start enjoying our lives, okay? Yeah, we still have to work, but there's other things that we can do to make life easier and lighter right now. Use your intuition on it, they're saying, okay? What comes to my mind is, you know, separating from people that are sucking your energy, people that are still, you know, wanting to stay in that third dimension. Move away, distance yourself. All right, here I'm seeing somebody's becoming, it looks like you're single today. You have the card of freedom or being single in between the partner and the world opportunity card. Okay, so this is actually, let me look at this a second. Yeah, this is going to come from somebody's partner, okay? It's going to happen between now and Sunday. Your partner is going to come forward, unfortunately, and tell you that they just want to be free, okay? And this might be because you're both spiritually at different levels, okay? You're going through the separation. It's not that any of you did anything wrong or bad, or you're not worthy of love. It's that you're on two different levels. Your frequencies are different, and you're seeing life completely differently right now. All right, so one of you is going to come across with some kind of info. All right, this is going to happen quickly, probably over the next few days. That is going to set you both free. All right, but Spirit has something else for you. Okay, they want you to know. They have something else to give you, something else that's coming in that is going to be a huge opportunity, a very special opportunity for you. This has a feel of that this is meant to be. This is someone coming into your life, or someone you're going to meet, that is more aligned to who you are and what you need. Okay, so one door closes, another one opens. That's how life works sometimes. If you could always just try to tell yourself you're being guided. You all have an angel that you're given at birth, okay? So in ways we're being guided. We take things very hard. We think, oh, I was meant to be with that person, and now how am I going to live without that person? When in reality, you're not supposed to be with that person for long. There's something else ahead that's meant for you, okay? So you have to start believing that. So it's easier. Life becomes easier when you know that there is, you're being guided. You're being guided by Spirit. And when you have that faith in Spirit that you're being guided, and when somebody does something to you or hurts you, or you break up or whatever, just know that you're being spiritually guided away from that person, because they don't have any integrity. You're not meant to be with that person. You're meant to be with someone who's going to value you, right? So this is the card of you, and this is you. You're of value. You're the star. And this is how others see you, as the star, okay? And they also admire you because you're very decisive. They see you as being very intelligent. And the person I'm speaking to now, you're always on the go. You're always you're always moving. You're getting in your car, you're going here, you're doing this, when you're home, you don't stop. You're doing this, you're doing that. And you love your family. You're always doing things for your family, okay? You're an amazing person, all right? But something recently came about that, ruffled your feathers, okay? It looks like this might have been something you wanted didn't turn out, okay? It kind of disappointed you. This is a disappointment. If this is you, please comment below the video, guys. All right. Also, I do, for those of you who want a reading, you always wanted a reading, or you have questions about something, you can see what my services are by clicking on the description below the video. All right. Here, there's something going on behind the scenes. All right, this is about a third party. All right, so I'm seeing two feminines and a masculine. One masculine, two feminines. All right, the two feminines. Now, this is going to be very detailed, so if this is you, I want you to, well, you may not want to, but it's really not funny. I feel for you. The two of you have found out about each other, and you're going to get your justice on this masculine. Okay, so I feel like you've spoken already. In depth, and he has no knowledge of this yet. This is a lot of drama here, guys. All right, if maybe this happened to you in the past, maybe it's happening to you now. I don't blame you if you don't want to write about it online on the channel. But, you know, just put, so it's not real obvious, just put the number 3 and I'll know who you are. I'll know what you're talking about. Everybody else will probably forget. All right, look, 7 of Wands. This is you needing to stand up for yourself, coming into your authentic self. You coming into your authentic self is going to make your gifts that much more powerful, okay? That's going to bring in this 9 of Pentacles, your success, wealth, prosperity, and that feeling of being independent. You don't have to rely on others anymore. You have yourself to rely on. You have plenty, okay? And this is in the middle. There is some type of conflict here, and that is you're feeling alone. You have everything you could want for except your person, all right? So the next best thing that you would like to have in your life is to see someone come in romantically. I'm going to end on this note, okay? You could always get a reading about that with me if this is you, all right? But I have a bunch of things to do today, guys, so I'm going to end on this note, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. See you tomorrow.